Oh, hello guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to my channel. So this is what it looks like here in Hamilton, level 2. Yeah, we are in level 2 here. So this is where I live. I'm gonna check if I had a mail, but I don't really use this one for myself, just in case. It's empty. Empty. Okay, there is no mail for me. 3 minutes walk from here. There, we had a new shopping center and also a supermarket, Countdown, which is owned by Australian. We are still in the middle of winter. This is my summer flowers, which is when it flowers, it's orange, bright orange. I got this from the bush, and this one here, it's been here. It's come with the house. I don't know what you call this plant, but it flowers all year round. This one here, this is a wild flowers really, and the colors of this is the flowers is like lavender or lilac. This one here is another one, just the same as at the back. Where was it? Over there. This is from the wild too. I got a cuttings and I plant it here because I love the colors of the flowers. When this one flowers, it's really bright orange. That will be really nice to see from the window, which is my bedroom, Adam and I bedroom. We used this one during the lockdown, but after the level came down, level 2 and level 1, we're still here. And now we're back to level 2 here in Hamilton. In Auckland, it is level 3 at the moment. Level 3 is that it's more restriction over there than here. Okay, level 2, it's it's okay. The only difference is the borders, the airports are more strict there. I don't think they allowed people like tourists coming to New Zealand on level 2. Maybe the New Zealanders coming back home, but they have to pay for their isolation facilities. Now this is these flowers here, as you can see. Oops. Hold on a moment. This is a wildflowers. I got this from at the side of the road on the way to work. I love it, and it seems like it flowers all year round, but they bloom more in spring, I think, in spring and autumn. See, for me, I don't really care whether it's wildflowers or not, as long as I like it and I love it. As long as it's not poisonous and doesn't poison me, that's fine with me. I love flowers. I love the colors. I love every flowers that is so colorful and non-toxic, or there's no poison from it, because I don't want any poisonous flowers. Anyway, we're going inside the house now. Okay guys, we're inside the house now, It's nice and sunny out there, as you can see. Oh, let me see this one. This is from Philippines. God bless our house. It looks like our house in the Philippines. I think it's made out of sticks. So anyways, today is Monday here in New Zealand, and I'm supposed to be at work. Anyways, I'm supposed to work, but we're not, or I'm not anyway. So okay, this is what happened today. On the way to work, we broke down. So it's I think it's about 10 minutes from here. And what happened was the car needs a new coils, and 4 coils, so we have to replace all 4s. So we couldn't really drive all the way to work. So we rang, or Adam rang the AA to see what we can do. The AA arrives and told us that we can't drive the car because it's not drivable. We need to get it towed back to the garage. So Adam rang Phil, Adam's friend, to come and pick us up. So he came and picked us up. We left the car there unopened for the tow truck to pick up, for the tow truck to come and pick up our car. So Phil arrives, came and picked us up, and Adam told me that I have to come back home, so they're gonna drop me off. So when we arrived here, Adam forgot the key, the key for the house. So we couldn't open the house. So what Phil do? We have to go back to where our car broke down, where the car, we left the car, where we left the car. So Phil took us back to where the car broke down is, and then Adam took the garage opener, and then Phil drove us back here and dropped me off. Okay, and then Adam had to come with Phil to the lab, because Phil is a dental technician, Adam is a clinician. And so at the moment, the car is in the garage and getting fixed. So I am at home. I'm just waiting for Adam to tell me whether we are going back to work this afternoon, or are we just gonna ring up all the patients and to tell them that, to change their appointment for tomorrow or Thursday. So that was our Monday morning. I'm still at home, and it's after 11 in the morning. Yep, that's 11:20. So I don't know what I'm gonna do except vlogging, or maybe going outside and show you my lemon. Yep, that's my lemon. Far away. I'm just gonna have to take this off. Oh, hello, the lemon. My beautiful lemon. My beautiful lemon. Yeah, just a small lemon at the moment. Lemon. So that's the flowers before the lemon. Everything start with the flowers or with the seeds. This one, I think this one's ready. It's my rosemary here. It's my rosemary flowers, as you can see. Yep. Got that beautiful flowers. You know, I don't know if you can eat the flowers. It's lavender purpley. This is my flowers as well from the bush. This is a wild flowers. Lavender when it flowers. Yeah, that's my cabbage. There's another cabbage. There's dandelions. Got all these dandelions that I just leave it to grow. Yeah, there's dandelions. Yes. This is my garlic. It's my garlic here. Yeah. I'm not really good as a gardener, but if someone's gonna set up a garden for me, I can look after it. But to start the gardening process, I'm helpless and useless. Well, my feet is really muddy at the moment now because I'm barefooted and my feet is freezing. I got that. See? I got it. My nice, warm, woolly thing. Nice and warm. I'm gonna make some coffee or maybe cocoa. I think I'm gonna use a big cup because I want more cocoa drink. I just love the music. This also happened when our car broke down and I have to come back home waiting for the result whether we can go back to work today or not. I decided to make a hot drink while waiting for Adam. So I got cocoa. I just put it in this container so it's easy to store in store. Okay, and then I got honey. Instead of using sugar, I'm using honey for my hot drink. Then I got some milk, which is organic. So I'm just gonna use two teaspoons. Well, maybe 3. Three cocoa. So that's there. Level 2. I'm just by myself here, so I can do whatever I want. So I spent time on Alcatraz. I blog because I want to look back 10 years from now, 20 years from now, level 2 alerts in New Zealand during the pandemic. Auckland City and New Zealand at the moment is level 3. And the rest of the country level 2, but there is still a lot of people from Auckland who want to escape from the lockdown. They lied where they're going and all that stuff. It's no good. I don't like talking too much about politics, but when people start looking somewhere or someone to blame, they didn't really look into the mirror and look at themselves. Are they responsible? Are they being responsible for their actions? Are they trying to do what's best they can, helping people, or make the best of their day each day? There's a lot of people out there that didn't make it. The people that is healthy and still alive are complaining. They complain about the work, about this and all that stuff. Well, you know, if you get a COVID and you end up in the hospital, and you're gonna be alone, you die alone, all those hard work and all those complaint, all those things that you wanna do in life, it's not gonna happen if you end up in the ICU or you end up in the ventilators. Ventilators is just like either you stay alive or you die, because when you're in the ventilator, you are heavily sedated by delirium sedative. So it appears for other people that you are calm and you are there lying on your bed, very calm and quiet, but you are the people that under the delirium medication, they are they're delirious, or they're in the fantasy dreams. They're either they're in their fears, they are not asleep, their mind is so wide awake and battling about all these things going on right on the other side of the medication. You know, in Auckland City, where the level 3 lockdown, this is like really a semi-lockdown. They try to escape from there to come to like where we are here in Hamilton, to escape from level 3. Level 3 is really like, you know, when you go out, you wear a mask, okay, and self-distancing, okay, and you can only go out if it's really essential, like you're going to the pharmacy to buy medication, you're going to the hospital if you're sick, you're going to the testing center if you want to be tested, you're going to the supermarket if you want to buy food. So that's the thing for, you know, to do in level 3. Now in level 2, we got more freedom here, okay, so that's why they want to escape from there to come here. For me, I don't really like talking about politics, because politics is worse than you know, like movies and stuff like that. Like show business, you know. But when people start looking into someone to blame, like the government is not doing enough, the government is doing this, the government is allowed that, the government is blah blah blah, you know, the government is not the problem here. The people is not the problem here. The virus is, okay? And nobody wants to have a virus in your country, in your household, in your body. Our government is doing very well. They try to keep as much people to stay alive than to die. But it seems like that people is more worried about, oh, communist this, communist that, strict this, strict that, and we can't, you know, they try to contradict of for their well-being. They didn't look into after this, after the lockdown, it's all for us, it's all for the people. So when someone arrived to New Zealand from overseas and New Zealanders want to come home, they should stay in the isolation and behave and read those instructions there instead of trying to escape. And then when someone escape, they're gonna blame the people who works in the isolation facilities and the quarantine facilities in the airport. They blame everyone. Oh, they're not doing very well. They blah 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 blah. You know, for me, these people who are matured enough, who had a brain to be responsible with their actions. Like, even if you are not positive with the virus, you just have to wait until the testing is finished, because you know, when you're in isolation, there's a reason for that, like 14 days. When you come back from overseas, you go to isolation facilities, and after 3 days, you get tested, and then after that you get tested again after 12 days, and then you have to wait until 14 days. And whatever the result of those 2 testing, that's what you gotta do. Like, if you're positive, you go to quarantine. If you're negative, then you be free. Especially now that if you're coming back to New Zealand after from overseas, you have to be isolated for 14 days, and you have to pay for your accommodation, your isolation facilities, because the government used to pay for it, but well, it's not the government, it's really the people, because we pay for the taxes. And then they always bad mouthing our prime minister, because they want our prime minister to please every single one in this country. Everyone have their own demands, and if the demand is not it's not manifest, then they have to point fingers to our prime minister. Well, our prime minister is a human being, it's not a god that they can just flick their fingers like, okay, that will happen, and stuff like that, and they're always got opposition. Everyone should be responsible, follow the rules and regulations. You don't blame the government, like, oh, why the police there is not doing their job, why the army there is not doing the job, why they escape and stuff like that. Who escape? You're not in a prison. We are not a communist country, so that's why people's got a freedom, a free will, a freedom to be safe. You got a freedom to choose, like, okay, you want to be infected, you want to follow the rules and regulations, because if you're in a communist country, you only got one rule, is to follow or be punished. You see, people, they want to be like in the facility or in the isolation facilities, they want to have a guard outside the room, like a cops or an army with a machine gun, to tell them, stay put, blah blah blah. No, we don't need armies, we don't need cops to tell you what to do. Or if you in isolation, there's a big list, a long list for you to follow. Okay, what you do there and why you're there, and you've been fed, you got food and stuff like that. You can go outside by yourself, not with a group or not with people. Wear a mask, hand sanitize. You can walk around the facilities to exercise or to enjoy the sun, whatever it is, not to escape. And then people's, oh, did someone escape? Or because the government is not doing their job and all this stuff. I've been hearing this every day, and I just, I've been in New Zealand for 33 years, okay? So this is my country as well, and I have to follow the rules and regulation for my own sake, so I will stay alive and see my children get married and have children. I can see my grandchildren. So I'm doing this for myself. Stay away from the crowd, or if you're sick, stay home and save lives. You're not being stubborn, because we are not kids, and the government is not our parents. They're our leaders to tell us what to do for our sake. So the reason why I'm saying this, because I've heard or I read a lot of comments and all that stuff, blah blah blah. They rather believe what the media is saying than the actual leader that's saying themselves. Like Trump is not perfect. And why Trump is a president? Because someone voted for him, okay? And no No one is perfect. The world is not perfect, and the only thing is perfect, the only person is perfect is God. Okay, God put the leaders in their respective countries for reasons. Some of them they cheat to become to win the election. That's why they bribe, they this and that and all this stuff. They do all these things. You know, God is not asleep. God is the creator of everything. We're just like this much in God's eyes, you know. Our brain, God put our brain for a reason and stuff like that to use. God gave us a free will too. I just hope that, you know, this COVID-19 will go away, hopefully. But we should not blame the government if they're doing what is right. If the government is not doing what is right, then blame them. But in New Zealand, our government is doing what is best for us. We can see, but people is treating our prime ministers really, you know, bad. You know, like, oh, we put us in the cages. Hey, no one's putting you in the cages. You can go out as long as you are aware of what's out there. If you want to go outside, okay, you have to keep yourself safe and the others. And also, this is temporary. If we follow the rules and regulation, this thing's over. The reason why people should really you know, be patient. I mean, I was in the army for over a year, and I know what it's like to be trained, to be disciplined, and to be patient. You know, and you imagine those people in the prison. Yeah, they've been there like every day, and because they done something wrong. Well, we're not in the cages. We got stages. We got pace. We do that so we stay alive and we can see the next day. Okay guys, thank you for watching my video. Until my next video, bye bye for now.